me well?
Yes.
Yes, okay. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Oh, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Okay, so I'm not sure if I think it's almost 1 month that we did not have a class. Oh, but you had a new teacher. What happened?
Um, he's normal, but last time he did not give me the homework, so I asked him. But after 1 week, I feel something wrong, and actually, um, Josias has changed teacher, so I did not have homework.
Oh, yes. Okay, so maybe the teacher had a problem. That's why. Okay. So you did not have a class for 1 week?
Pretty long, about half a month.
Oh, half a month. Okay. Okay, so let's start. I will share the screen. Please tell me if you can see it.
Okay.
Can you see my screen?
Among the few things, yes.
Yes.
Among Okay, so let's start
Oh, yes.
fast.
Okay, so last time with your past teacher, you had numbers 1 to 6. Let me check. I'm
Yes.
sorry. This is about, what is this about?
Um,
Education.
yes.
Yes, so this is issue 20 about education. And then you read something.
Yeah.
And you are now under useful expressions. Okay, so these are expressions that you have to explain. Now let's have number 7. Can you please read?
Okay. Among the few things more expensive than education this day is the lack of it.
Okay, can you please explain and please pronounce the S sound? Things.
Things.
Okay.
I think in the modern society, education is now lacking and not have enough for children. But with some people that is still enough. But mostly children are not too much focused as study. So in modern society, they are focused a lot and ready to pay a huge amount of money to the children. But if they do not study carefully, it's just waste of the money.
Okay. It's, let me type it. It's just the waste. Did you
It's
say
just the
this?
waste.
Ah,
It's
or
just what?
is this ah or the?
So
The. Okay, waste of the
money.
money. Sorry, this is waste. Oh, I had it again. Okay, so let me just check this so I will have something to write. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, there. So in your last sentence, we have here an error wherein we have to correct. It is correct. It's just ah. Yes, we have to use ah, not the. It's just a waste of money without the. Yes? Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's just a waste of money. When children do not really study well and the parents pay a lot.
A lot. Yes. A
Mhm.
lot money
Yes. Okay.
just for them to study.
Yes, that is correct. So it's more expensive because there is the lack of education. It's sometimes actually the choice of the children why there is lack of education because their parents are providing but the children are not studying well. So it's sometimes the fault or yes, it's sometimes the fault of the children.
Or sometimes the parents did not listen to their children and just choose high high quality school, but actually it's not because many of school are yes they just make fake news about their school is high quality, but when we go in it is actually very bad and education is low.
Yes, okay, because that is actually some of the techniques of schools, of course, because school is actually a business establishment. They advertise that their school and the teachers are good, but in fact they're not. Sometimes we have those kinds of schools. Okay, how about number 8?
Right. A person a person should have enough education so he doesn't have to look up anymore. He should also have enough to be wise enough not to look down or anymore.
Anyone?
Can you help me just a bit
Okay.
about looking down or looking more? Mostly
Yes, before that, let's have this one first. This is education.
education.
Yes, and this is anyone. I think you said
Anyone.
anymore. Did you say anymore?
Yes.
Oh, it should be anyone. Okay. A person should have enough education so he doesn't have to look up to anyone. He should also have enough to be wise enough not to look down on anyone. Okay, let's have look up on anyone. Sometimes, like for example, if we know a person who is a doctor or a lawyer, those are high paying jobs, right? Doctors.
Not actually with doctor in our country.
Oh, in your country. Oh, yes. In my place or in the United States, doctors are being paid high. Yes. Oh, but let's have lawyers. Yes.
Wages.
Okay.
Okay.
Sometimes when we look at the lawyer, we think that that lawyer is so much higher than us. So we look up to that person. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And that is what
And I
they,
think we will trying to to like them, trying to have the same thing as they have.
yes, yes. Okay, so that is look up to anyone, an example of looking up to anyone. And then looking down to anyone is, for example, a
Um,
street sweeper. Okay, let's have the job of a street sweeper. Sometimes a street sweeper did not study, right?
mostly.
Yes, mostly. So most of the street sweepers did not even go to high school, maybe to the primary school, but not to high school and not to college. And sometimes we look down on them. We say, oh, I'm a college graduate. Oh, I'm a professor. I'm a doctor. She is just a street sweeper. That is looking down. Yes? It's like
Mm,
those people are little for us.
little
Mhm.
for us, but for them we are just giant, and they're just like tiny ants in society.
Yes, that is what people are looked to those kind of people. How about this? Can you explain how we can relate education to looking up to some people and to looking down to some people?
Mm, enough education. I'm not sure here, but I think is if have enough education, there must be talent too, because everyone needs talent. And if they have a good education but not have enough talent, like some people, so they just will have a bad work, like you just said, and it'll be how to say it. They just like waste of money because they have good education but not have good talent. Then it's just not used for anything. But with some people, they had not enough money, but they have some good talent. Someday they will have a chance to get more money and become rich.
Okay, so you related it to the talents or the skills that we have. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. You have your talents or skills. So that is actually correct. there are people who actually had a degree, for example, a college graduate, but he is or she is not competitive because she lacks or he lacks of skills or talent. Oh, but
It's
what is, yeah,
just useless.
yes,
Graduate is more talent is more important than education. Both are important, but the most is talent. I think so.
talent. Okay. Oh, can we use the word skills? Yes, I think
Okay.
skill is a better word than talent. Yes.
Okay.
Because when you say skills, that includes the things that we learn, like for example, how to use the computer. That is a skill. That's why we have some IT or information technology graduates. They are good at like using the computer. So you don't say that it's a talent, but it's a skill. Yes, talent is, I think that is inborn. Like for example, singing.
Singing.
Singing is an inborn talent.
I have singing, but I have using computer and English.
Yes. Okay. So it's better if we use the word skill. Oh, anyway, let's go back here. So what is saying here is if we learn or if we have enough education, maybe we finished until college because that is the required, right? When you go to work or find work, it's required that we have finished our college degree. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. And what is saying here is if we do not get enough education, we will get jealous or we will get envy or we will envy those people just like the what did I say a while ago? The lawyers. Yes, we will envy them because they have money, they have a good job, but us we don't because we did not finish college. Yes, that is what it's saying here.
Yes.
So we will look up to them. And also, we should also have enough, like we still have to finish college, so that we will not look down on anyone. Like because in school they are teaching us not to look down, right? We have
Yes.
the we have this kind of subject like values. I'm not sure if you have it. This one, I type here. You have this kind of subject, values or values education.
Values. I think in grade 10 I will have. I'm not sure.
Oh, yes, okay. But in my country, we have it even in primary schools. Like they are talking about good manners. How should you talk to people? That is what it contains in this kind of subject. Yes, how to talk, what should you do if somebody is going to cross the road? You're going to help that person, right? Oh, that is what
Yes.
it's teaching here. And that is what we have here in education so that we will not look down on anyone. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, how about number 9?
9. Education is not a head full of fact, but knowing how and where to find fact.
Okay, can you explain? Facts with S.
I think this is about I'm sure about maybe quality of the fact that we read and the knowledge that we can find and the trustful of the fact. But if we find the wrong fact and study on it, we will just we just not sure if not sure here.
Hmm.
But
You use the word quality of the facts. So of course, when you
quality.
say yes, we have good qualities and bad qualities, or we have when you say fact, this is mostly true. Yes, we use
Yes.
the word fact if it's true. Okay, we have this one, but knowing how and where to find facts. So when you say facts, you have it in the internet like this. When you search Google, you have a lot of facts there. Yes?
Yes.
But you do not know how to absorb it if you will just read it. But when you have education or you go to school and there is a teacher, that teacher will teach you how should you absorb those facts. Okay?
Yes.
Yes, so that is
Yes.
what it is saying here. How and where you can find it. You can find it in school. We have some books in school. How the teacher will tell you, and then you can absorb it. Maybe through games, maybe through discussion, maybe through songs and others. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a question for number 9?
Mm, maybe no.
No. Okay, let's proceed to number 10, the last expression.
Education is a wonderful thing, but does it go far enough and is merely how I can read it?
Merely.
Merely, a
Mhm.
teacher is a man how to speak, not when how or how long, and neither does it teach him exactly when to shut up. Hmm. Hmm. Not sure. Maybe. Hmm.
Mhm.
Not sure. Can you explain me a bit?
Mhm. Okay. Let's have the first sentence. Education is a wonderful thing, but it doesn't go far enough. Education is a wonderful thing, but it doesn't go far enough. So this is, of course, a wonderful thing. It's a positive thing. When you say education, this is a positive thing because you learn some skills or some knowledge that you can use when you go to work or when you find work. Yes. But we have this one, but it doesn't go far enough. It's not enough that you just learn. It merely teaches a man how to speak and not when or how long. Okay. Education just teach a man on how to speak, how to answer. That is what it means by speaking. Not when or how long. And neither does it teach him exactly when to shut up. So I think this one is a little bit of a negative about education.
Mm,
Uh, Like, did I explain a little? Not really sure. Would you like me to explain it now? Or would you like to give some of your insights about it?
Um, can you just explain it? Because I am not really understand a lot of thing about it.
Oh, yes. Okay. So this is a negative statement, a negative expression about education. Yes. So it's saying here that this is positive, but the next ones until the end of the sentence is negative. It's saying that education is good, but it's not enough to teach people how to, when to speak. We have here when. It teaches us how, what are the answers, but it doesn't teach us when should we answer those words or those things. How long should we answer? For example, mm, how is that? For example, if somebody will tell you a bad thing, okay, you're dumb, you're stupid, something like that, a bad thing. They will teach us how to answer that, right? There are ways how to answer if somebody will tell us bad things, but it doesn't teach us should we answer that person. Yes or no. It doesn't teach us. That is what it's saying here. But it just taught us what is the answer to that. How should we answer that person?
Yes.
Yes. I can't think of. Can you give me like maybe a second how to give an example because it's quite hard to give. Okay, this is another example is talking back to our parents. Yes. Sometimes our parents tell us things that we don't really believe. For example, uh, maybe your parents will tell you, "Oh, you should take this course." For example, you should be a doctor when you grow up. That is an example. And then of course you don't want to be a doctor. Maybe you want to be a lawyer. And
Yes.
then will you talk back to your parents if they will say that you have to be a doctor?
But if it's not a perfect time to talk,
Yes.
then we just ask them like if you if you're me, then does you like to be a doctor while you want to be a lawyer? Then they will understand us and give us to work what we want. Blah blah blah. A lot of things.
Mhm. Okay. So that is actually a good thing that is taught in school, especially in this subject. If you have this, they will teach you how to answer your parents when they tell you that, but they don't teach you when. Is it the perfect time? Just like what you said, is it the perfect time to talk back to your parents? Not to say no. No, I don't like to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. Is it the perfect time to say that? That is the what is
Yeah.
saying here. That the school is not teaching. I'm not sure if this one is true, but I think it's not true in my place. Because in my place, they will say that if you are still young, you should not talk back to your parents. But maybe if you are older, you can talk back, but it should be not rude. It should be in a polite way. Is that, do you apply that in your country?
We did not have some kind of that, but in here we cannot we not have not been teaching the way that we talk back in the time.
Mhm.
So I'm kind of confused because that is necessary. But if they not teach it, I'm not sure.
Yes, okay. Oh, anyway, this is because this is an expression. It's an expression. Most of these ones are expression of opinions. So some of this are not true to you, not true to me, maybe true to you or true to me. But this one is not true in my place, I think.
It's not true to me also.
Yes, because education will teach us when and how, when or how and how long should you talk back or should you do some things. Do you still have a question for number 10?
No,
No. How about this word merely? Do you understand merely?
really not. I'm not
Merely.
understand.
Okay. This is the same with only. Only. Yes.
Oh
For
wait.
example, it merely teaches us how to blah blah blah. It only teaches us how to blah blah blah. It's just the same. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, how about this word? Can you please read this one?
Shut up, cause somebody to stop speaking. Silence.
Yeah, so when you say shut up, it's stop speaking or silence. So it's almost time. Let me give this to you as your homework. Yes. Please make a sentence for this four. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. Is this, I think it's too small.
A little bit bigger.
Oh, but it will be cut, I think. Oh, here, there. I think this one is the
Okay.
best. Alright, let's use this one because I think this will become bigger if I will send it. Please try to check. Homework. Make a sentence. Okay, please try to open the picture. Are the words clear?
Wait. Open. Question.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, so before we end, I have here a correction. Do you like to be a doctor when you want to be a lawyer? It should be like this, not does. Yes? Okay. You and I is singular, but you still have to use do. They, plural form, and you and I use do. Do you like or would you like to be a doctor when you want to be a lawyer? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so that's it for this afternoon. See you again next time. Bye-bye.